Right now, there is $31 million available for consumers on several different class action settlements that were recently announced. And I have Scott Hardy from Top Class Actions with me right now to talk about how you can qualify for some of this multi-million-dollar pot. Scott, thanks for being with me today.
Great to be here.
You know, this is always one of my favorite things to talk with you about because we don't have to talk about how horrible everybody is. These are the good ones. You know, this is the one where people can sign up and get paid. And some of these settlements here, there's some big ones. So let's start at the very top. We've got Target debt collection class action, $7 million available with this settlement. Tell us this one.
Sure. So this class action alleged that Target was illegally calling their credit card holders and, according to the class action, harassing them about unpaid debts. And so if you had a Target credit card, it's highly likely, especially if you even went a month in arrears or a little late, that you got one of these phone calls and you may very well be able to claim up to $70. And this is an estimate for this class action settlement. I don't think that they're going to have much of a claim rate for this one. I think that, if you've got that Target credit card, go on, submit your claim, see if you qualify, because they're going to run your phone number and you'll know right away whether you qualify. Run your phone number, run your spouse's phone number, run your home phone number if you've got a home phone, and see if any of those qualify, because I think this one could be significantly more than $70 due to a potential low claim rate.
And it's also important to note here, it's not just if you had a balance on this. Some of these people said they didn't even have debt on this particular account. They were not debtors, to Target. So, even if you didn't owe a balance, this is certainly something that could easily apply. And I do encourage everyone, as Scott mentioned, please follow the link in the description here. There's 3 different links, one for each of the settlements we're talking about today. And see if you qualify. It's going to take just a few minutes. Definitely worth it, even if it is just the $70, and as Scott mentioned, definitely could be more, but $70 for, 2-3 minutes of your time at most, absolutely 100% worth it here. So Scott, let's move on. We've got a really big one here with Ford and Lincoln vehicles. This one is about $17 million. Lay this one out for us.
Yeah, this is a huge settlement. This one, it covers 360,000 vehicles. If you had a Ford or Lincoln vehicle with the MyTouch system, there's a very good chance you'll be able to claim at least a little bit of money from this. But there's a chance you could claim up to $400 from this settlement. So you want to make sure that if you had one of the vehicles included, and there are a bunch, as I said, 360,000 Ford and Lincoln cars that are included in the settlement, that you go online, see if you can submit your claims, see if you qualify. You don't want to miss out on up to $400 from one single settlement.
And we're looking at states here. This one has California, Massachusetts, New Jersey, North Carolina, Ohio, Virginia, and Washington. Any My Ford Touch or My Lincoln Touch that had this Ford Lincoln infotainment system, that's what this particular one is involving. And if you've, in the past, if you paid out of pocket to have it repaired, depending on how many times you had it repaired, you can get, quite a hefty sum here. So again, always worth it to go check it out if you have one of these vehicles, see if you qualify here. And now, Scott, we got another $7 million one. This is about Google Pixel and their phones. So tell us what's happening with this particular settlement.
Sure. So the Google Pixel class action covers Google Pixel Plus phones. And this class action alleged that these phones were made with a manufacturing defect, which made the speaker not work or fail prematurely. And so this is another tiered class action settlement. If you had the phone, there's a good chance you'll be able to submit a claim. If you had the phone, you had problems, you had to get your phone repaired, you'll be able to get more money. If you had to pay out of pocket for your phone to get it repaired or replaced, you get the max amount payout. So if you had a Google Pixel phone and you experience these problems, absolutely go and submit your claim, because this is not a $5, $10, $20 claim. This could put some significant money in your pocket.
And as we always say, it only takes a few minutes, folks, to see if you qualify for this. So please do follow the links in the description of this video. It is well worth it. These companies, whether or not they admit wrongdoing, which a lot of times in settlements they say, we're not going to admit we did something wrong, but we will give you money because we obviously did something wrong. So it's well worth it. This is money that you are owed. Somehow, some way or another, you got duped with these products, unfortunately. So go and claim what is rightfully yours. These lawyers and plaintiffs fought very hard for this. Do not let them down. Follow the links in the description of this video. Check out each of these individual settlements. And of course, while you're on topclassactions.com, make sure you sign up for their weekly newsletter. Scott Hardy with Top Class Actions. Always a pleasure talking to you.
Great talking to you too, Farron. Thank you.
This is an important message for our nation's veterans. If you served our country in the military between 2003 and 2015 and you suffered significant hearing loss, you might be entitled to compensation. Because the hearing protection you were issued may be at fault for the damage you suffered, but you need to act now. Your time to make a claim might be limited. Learn more at levinlaw.com/earplugs.